Go back to this discovery of documents. A lot of people are saying these are two different cases. The Washington Post says the Trump and Biden classified document revelations are not the same. There's no indication at this point either that the scale of information withheld from the government is as large, or more importantly, that Biden or his team endeavored to hide the documents from the Justice Department. So, are these two different cases? Should the two special counsels view them differently?
I want to know who knew what and when.
All right, Congressman, you want to play who knew what and when? I'm down. Trump, last year, Mar-a-Lago. In this video, Fox News' Shannon Bream adroitly exposes the failing GOP's blatant politicization of our national security. It's no surprise when this GOP tool tries to smear VP Kamala Harris in the same conversation, because the right-wing argument against Biden is about as deep as an Eric Trump crossword puzzle.
I also am concerned about the vice president. Vice President Harris hasn't necessarily shown her level of competence as border czar. You know, has anyone checked to see if she has any classified material sitting on her kitchen table?
Whenever a Republican is getting his ass kicked, they try to change the subject to black and brown people. So let's get this out of the way. No one needed to raid Biden's office, his house, or his garage because Biden is cooperating with authorities. He has nothing to hide, and all this occurred before he was president and before Trump turned the Oval Office into the freak show at a Midwest carnival.
Former president and current president, everybody's probably doing a sweep of what they've got in their office.
There are tens of millions of classified documents, of which some are only read in the super highly secretive SCIF, and there's no evidence whatsoever that Biden had anything even remotely resembling these documents. Whereas Trump not only had top secret documents, but refused to turn them over so many times that a raid was the Justice Department's only recourse.
Tonight, outrage from right-wing groups and Trump-aligned Republicans after federal agents searched the former president's Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida.
So I think every Republican believes that the FBI, when it comes to Trump, and other organizations have lost their mind.
Some of Trump's online supporters going as far as threatening to wage a civil war, while elected officials are promising revenge on the Department of Justice and FBI.
Are these two different cases? Should the two special counsels view them differently?
Bream just asked a question to which he already knows the answer. As the Washington Post national correspondent Philip Bump wrote, these are entirely different circumstances. On one hand, you have a politician who has honorably served the nation at every level for 50 years, and on the other, you have a twice-impeached racist con man who has not only incurred the wrath of politicians, theologians, and historians, but his own party.
The largest mainstream conservative media empire, and we've seen Fox News has now started just ignoring entire Trump speeches. Murdoch outlets say he's unworthy to be president again. And then you have someone who used to be the kind of center-right leader of the Republican Bush party, Karl Rove.
Well, how many documents? In Biden's case, there appear to be about 10. In the case of President Trump, hundreds. How did they get there? We don't yet know how the documents got to the Biden office connected with his activities on behalf of the University of Pennsylvania. We know that President Trump ordered the removal of the documents to Mar-a-Lago. How responsive were they when the Biden people found out about it? They immediately called the appropriate authorities and turned them over. We spent a year and a half watching the drama unfold in Mar-a-Lago, and it had to end in a police search to recover the documents.
But the wheels that were the Fox bandwagon are coming off. And with a possible exception of Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity, Fox News now views Trump like a pork sandwich someone left out in the sun. Which is good, because Republicans and Fox News attacked this guy, Judge Reinhardt, the magistrate who signed off on the Mar-a-Lago raid. They called him a Democrat and a liberal, although he contributes to both parties. And then this living stool sample posted a picture on his show of Reinhardt and Epstein accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell, implying that they were together. He later admitted he knew it was photoshopped. The case against Biden is embarrassing, but not for the reasons many think. As Fox News is beginning to see, it's not apples versus oranges, but an American public servant versus a traitorous, backstabbing right-wing movement that will never let truth get in the way.
Now we know for sure.
Hey, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe and follow us on YouTube at Really American.